Hey everyone! Welcome to The Young and the Restless. I'm Jane, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love Young and the Restless, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in. Before being spotted in Genoa City, Kane fantasizes about Lily. Kane meets with Holden today on The Young and the Restless, but Chelsea spots him. Billy gestures to Sally, and Lily, Damien, Nick, and Sharon make assumptions about Kane. Billy tells Sally in their train car that he was starting to worry and that it's good to see her again. She reminded him that she couldn't go anyplace because of the road and tracks out while she was only cleaning her mind. Has he struck a deal with Kane for Chancellor? She says sarcastically. Billy must first make amends with her. She grudgingly consents to eat when she sees that he has organized a private meal for them apart from the others. I found her French fries with hot sauce, Billy exclaims gleefully. The diversion tactic won't work, Sally snips. If he takes over Chancellor Industries, it's clear that he won't give her Abbott Communications. This is it, she has no backup plan. Where does Abbott Communications stand now that Chancellor is taking up all of his thoughts? As she pitches again, Billy is unable to say anything. He says he believes in her. The way you trusted Phyllis, she yells. She is asked to check behind the dessert plate by Billy. Her name is written on a folded piece of paper. Sally reads it after opening it. Billy rambles that there is no internet and that he was going to give it to her over the phone. According to the agreement, she will oversee Abbott Communications in the event that he becomes Chancellor. He didn't sign it, she observes. Billy wanted to make sure everything about her was okay. You really do have faith in me, she sniffs. That was never in question, according to Billy. He trusts her with his firm because he values her. Given that Victor's filthy hands are still on it, a lot needs to go right for him to regain Chancellor. Sally cautions Kane had already left before he could reach for it. Billy is sure that he and Kane can pull it off before Victor even realizes what happened. Although his mother set them against one another and their relationship wasn't easy, he says that Kane's first invitation had significance. He believes he wants an audience when he defeats the big man, which is why he brings everyone together. And I want you to have your dream. Chancellor is his dream. Sally and Billy raise a glass to her and her possible role as Abbott Communications CEO. Sally believes that his new business was merely a diversion, a means of avoiding thinking about Chancellor. Billy acknowledges that the plan was derailed by Kane's call. He understood that he wasn't over losing it or the circumstances. You want retribution, Sally reflects. Billy wants to know what is in the event that Victor is killed, well, then c'est la vie. He informs Sally that if it occurs, it would make for an amazing narrative. Victor getting gutted like a fish would make Abbott Communications famous. Sally is concerned about Billy's desire for vengeance. He sees only the bright side of things. He gives Sally the paper, which he signs. Let's start with this. She writes I love you on his palm after signing it herself. They share a kiss as Billy praises her for becoming his partner. Kane and Holden meet. Kane enters the coffee shop in Genoa City, and Holden emerges. He reflects about the enigmatic Aristotle Dumas's public plea for a meeting. The work he has done with him in private has impressed Kane. He believes he has kept it a secret. Holden reassures him that nobody is suspicious. Holden wants to know why he is there rather than in France. Kane wanted to see how he was doing and what else he was doing in town. Holden assumes that his guests are unaware of his presence. He feels as though he knows the town well. Kane speaks more than he is aware of. Not much has changed, but not much has changed either. Holden acknowledges that he has been considering remaining there himself. Kane inquires as to if he has informed anyone that he is back at work after being fired. Everyone believes that Holden is still looking, even if he doesn't know many people. Kane instructs him to address him by his given name. Dumas will be extinct soon. Kane says he's returning to reside in Genoa City. Holden will have to be his eyes and ears on the ground until then. Holden is pleased to be of service. The extent of his acquisitions to date has greatly impressed him. When Holden inquires about moving his other businesses here, Kane assures him that his intentions won't be questioned. Kane provides Holden with a list of individuals to get in touch with in order to boost their self-esteem. Claire Newman, Mariah Copeland, Chelsea Newman, Adam Newman, etc. Holden reads. He claims that he has already gained the favor of Claire, a pleasant young lady. Just don't let it track back to me, Kane says, giving him the order to connect the dots. He advises him to appear approachable, kind, and non-threatening so that there is no reason why people won't fall for the ruse. Holden smirks, saying he's really good at making friends. Think of it as finished. Kane can see that he made the right choice. Holden only observes the company's relationships with these individuals. No questions, Kane reminds him. He will not put up with prying eyes. He just needs to be aware that he acts strategically and carefully considers each action in order to get the desired outcome. Holden will comply with his demands without inquiry. Good, Kane says. He is interested in learning everything there is to know about his friend Damien and his connection to Lily Winters. Holden claims Damien is very enamored with Lily. He is absolutely certain that there is an attraction. He has never witnessed him fall so deeply in love with a lady. When it comes to Lily, the atmosphere is quite different. Kane inquires as to whether it is returned. She is the reason Holden stayed in town and didn't leave his mother and half-brother, but he was unable to tell him. Why do you care? He asks. I have a history with Lily, Kane says. Damien seems like a jerk, and I feel protective of her. Holden uses what sounds like the past tense when expressing his feelings for her. Kane cannot risk getting wounded in any way. Kane says he'll be in contact after they shake hands. He imagines being in Lily's arms and dancing to the jukebox while they are by themselves. Determining Kane's plans. While enjoying the food and wine in the maze, Sharon and Nick gripe about being unable to leave or contact the children. She is worried about Mariah and Tessa and doesn't want to frighten Faith. If Victoria doesn't hear from them, Nick threatens to send in the cavalry. Sharon claims that Kane has total control and that she barely notices the clinic. Although he acknowledges that this is frustrating, Nick reassures her. Damien and Lily both seem to agree that the situation is frustrating. Damien wants to learn more about them, and Nick extends an invitation for them to join. Nick is more interested in learning about his past with Kane. He has a lot of inquiries. According to Damien, he made contact with a young business magnate who was acquiring businesses. He got his attention because to his ties in LA. Something about him struck a chord with him, and he knew deep down that he could be trusted. Nick notes that the Kane they know is not the same as the Kane he knows. Lily lets out a sigh. According to Damien, he and Dumas always corresponded by email. He didn't see him. There were no warning signs, yet he was intrigued. Although he was a good employer, he was just as enigmatic to him as the rest of the world. Lily makes fun of Kane for adopting this identity. Why did Nick feel compelled to live a lie? Sharon mentions that he appeared to change after coming to Genoa City with a scammer, although it's possible that he has already reverted to his former self. Damien and Lily both seem to agree that the situation is frustrating. Damien wants to learn more about them, and Nick extends an invitation for them to join. Nick is more interested in learning about his past with Kane. He has a lot of inquiries. According to Damien, he made contact with a young business magnate who was acquiring businesses. He got his attention because to his ties in LA. Something about him struck a chord with him, and he knew deep down that he could be trusted. Nick notes that the Kane they know is not the same as the Kane he knows. Lily lets out a sigh. According to Damien, he and Dumas always corresponded by email. He didn't see him. There were no warning signs, yet he was intrigued. Although he was a good employer, he was just as enigmatic to him as the rest of the world. Lily makes fun of Kane for adopting this identity. Why did Nick feel compelled to live a lie? Sharon mentions that he appeared to change after coming to Genoa City with a scammer, although it's possible that he has already reverted to his former self. Although everything they're saying about the man Lily believed she would spend the rest of her life with is true, she finds it difficult to listen to all of this chatter. She has questioned how and why Kane changed. Nothing could make her comprehend this degree of deceit, but he has assured her that one day he will tell her and she will understand. Sharon inquires about Charlie and Maddie. Before speaking to them, Lily needs to learn to control her own emotions. They would know something wasn't right if they heard her voice. Sharon can relate to her need to keep her children safe. Lily claims that having to deal with Kane and his foolish antics on a daily basis is challenging. Her hand is touched by Damien. It's all right. Victor and Lily both believe that Kane should avoid Genoa City. Nick questions whether he's attempting to prove anything, and to whom. They're stuck there without internet, Sharon muses. She is feeling uneasy about it. She is reassured by Nick. Lily won't go until Kane answers her questions. Damien is certain that they will never receive a satisfactory response. If nothing else, Lily needs to figure out what to tell her children about this. Sharon believes she should be informed. Damien believes that they ought to concentrate on Kane's future actions. Now that they are all aware of Ashby's identity, they ought to be wondering what he will do. They question whether there is more to it than this. Nick doesn't think so. Lily continues returning to his false identity. There must be a reason he chose Aristotle Dumas. They discuss the Count of Monte Cristo, in which the main character returns to the village to exact retribution. That's not very reassuring, according to Sharon. Kane has a clear agenda, according to Nick. They must all be ready for that. Devon claims that Kane has stated that someone there might attempt to kill him, so Lily issues a warning. They all chuckle. They all don't think such threat exists. According to Nick, Kane asked Victor for Chancellor but was denied. Lily complains that someone is trying to bother them. It could be worse, according to Sharon. At least they're not in the clutches of a crazy madman, Lily apologizes to Sharon. What could possibly go wrong for Kane? Keep us confined here long enough to rob Genoa City of all our businesses?